Mike, following a disappointing result on Saturday, obviously we expected to bounce back tonight. Your thoughts on the game?
We've stopped the rot, mate, which was the main thing. I think being back at home, we set the boys up to win the game. We've stopped the rot, but it feels like 2 points dropped, especially when we took the lead. We felt like we was in control, and then the second half showing, we've finished the game having 14 corners and an unbelievable amount of chances to take the game away from them. So we're a little disappointed. I suppose, like we say, the positive is that we're back in a form of not having continuous losses, but it feels like we've dropped 2 points tonight.
I mean, there were occasions when, certainly we could have been 3 up before they scored. Again, it's a story of missed chances. Certainly at the end there, Nathan Dyer threw on goal. Don't know what was going on there, but that would have been the winner there.
You can't sugarcoat them. We'll be really honest. We've said it all along. We'll be really honest. I think the defence has done unbelievably well in the second half to limit them to nothing. Yeah. We limited them to absolutely nothing. And you expect when you do that you get your turn at the other side of the pitch. And I've honestly turned around thinking that we've scored the goal. Yeah. So to not is disappointing. Listen, nobody goes out there not trying to.
No.
But it just feels like that had to go in. Had to go in. But we've got to pick them up because, again, we're back to back. We've got a quick turnaround. We'll train them on Thursday. I just think we need to get a little bit more of a clinical edge about us. You mentioned it yourself. There's 2 or 3 really gilt-edged chances in the first half. Alongside that one, I think a fully fit Danielle would score that in the first half. But yeah, we are where we are, and I think the big positive to take is that we have stopped that rot.
Yeah, now you mentioned Danny. Both he and Pete Davidson went off. They both look to have had knocks. How are they?
No, Pete hasn't had a knock. He's run himself into the ground. He's ran himself into the ground. I think we had a word with Josh. He had a little an elbow in the side of the rib, but it's nothing. When he's worked out as hard as he did, it felt right to bring Ezzy in to finish the game off. Danny, we had him in with Josh. The injury is not a problem, but his mobility, he's struggling with it. Josh signed him off as being okay. We got him out there to warm up. It didn't feel perfect, but he was okay to start. His movement just wasn't natural. Didn't feel natural, and he knew that himself. So we tried to keep him moving at half time, but we could tell that it wasn't right. Now, it's not one where we're going to cause him any damage. So playing him wasn't going to cause him any damage. But in his own body, it didn't feel right. So we had to make that change. And it feels like we've been like this for a couple of weeks. We've been stop-start with certain players and injuries. We're desperate to get Ben Lewis back amongst it. He's warmed up tonight, but we're not sure yet. Cam will be back on Saturday, which is positive.
Good.
So we'll get Cam training in the week. But it's just been a little bit stop-start with that, and I want a fully fit squad to choose from. So it's tough.
So fingers crossed for Danny. As you say, we are back to back. We're back home again on Saturday, Brighouse Town. So good luck for that, and thank you for your time this evening. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Cheers, Mike.